Goddamn, you half Japanese girls. You do it to me every time. All the redheads said you turned to jello, but I'm jello, baby. Two won't talk, won't look, won't think of me. I'm the epitome, public enemy. Why'd you wanna go and do me like that? Come down on the street and dance with me. I'm a lot like you, so please, hello, I'm here, I'm waiting. Oh, I think I'd be good for you, and you would be good for me. Well, I asked you to go to the Green Day concert. You said you never heard of them. Well, how cool is that? So I went to your room and read your diary, watching grunge like Jack New Jack to press table. And then my heart started listening to Cho-Cho Sam. Fall in love all over again. Woo! I'm alive like you, so please, hello, I'm here, I'm waiting. Oh, I think I'd be good for you, and you would be good for me. 1, 2, how stupid is it? Won't you give me a minute just to come up here and say hello? How stupid is it? Won't you give me a minute just to talk about it and say hello? Well, how stupid is it for all the no want me to? Maybe I just don't know what to do. Maybe I'm here to say that I've fallen for you. Well, I wish I could get my head out of the sand, 'cause I think we'd make a good team, and you would keep my fingernails clean. But that's just a stupid dream that I won't realize, 'cause I can't even look in your eyes without shaking, and I ain't faking. Bring home the turkey and you bring home the bacon. I'm a lot like you, so please, hello, I'm here, I'm waiting. Oh, I think I'd be good for you, and you would be good for me. Well, I'm a lot like you. I'm a lot like waiting. Oh, I think I'd be good for you, and you good for me.
Yeah, hit the theme song, boys. Let's do this thing.
Molly.
All on this rap. Welcome everybody live from the Dutch Hall. We are Canada's only late night talk show and the greatest podcast to ever be started out of a pool shed in Pine Grove, Ontario.
We started there.
We're coming to you live here from the basement in the hollows of Spiky Ball Studios.
All right.
In the brand new Dutch Hall in Delhi. And we are happy to have the greatest band in Canadian late night history, the Nocturnal Emissions, comprised this week of a great, this is a super group, really.
Yeah, it is.
Our band leader, Michael Bow, on rhythm and vocals. Let's hear it for him, everybody. Come on, get off your
Hey,
hands.
how you doing, ladies and gentlemen?
Beside him, I expect a few boos for this from this crowd. Steve, the reluctant German on lead guitar.
Stevie!
Remember, he's reluctant. His people did shoot at our grandpa in WW2. I don't know how to bring that up in the opening. Beside him, who's that? He usually plays the Skins, but now he is playing a wicked guitar. That's our CRTC required Frenchman, Kev Belanger, the French tickler, everybody. Let's hear it for him.
C'est bon!
And on the Skins in the corner, that's a familiar face of people that know this show. That's the drummer from Crown the Lion. That's our friend Adam Hill. He's there.
Hey, yeah.
He's right over there. And who's that behind the bar? He's the last member of the Nocturnal Emissions, playing slap rattle for the first time ever.
I fucking nailed it.
He's also our director. He's our brother. He's the bus driver. That's Paul Van Dyke, everybody. Let's hear it for him. And cutting it in on the wire.
Snuck in.
Just got here for showtime. That's the Beaver, Derek Van Houten, everybody. And Paul, are you doing it?
Hey, now it's the host of this show. It's your two-time President's Club Award winner. It's Pope Pete Van Dyke, folks. Woo!
Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, now it gets boring, for a bit. Hey, did we kill 20 minutes?
I don't know.
I don't know what we did. Anyways, we're coming to you.
This is weird.
Yeah, this is a rare show. Our second ever live show from the basement of Spiky Ball Studios in the new Dutch Hall in Delhi. And we are coming straight from Van Dyke Hockey. It's like we have an empire of a family known as the Van Dyke family. And we have so many people that we've done through our Dutch breeding, years of trying to improve the stock of the general public. Really.
We have done them.
Yeah. So we just keep making more and more glorious Van Dykes and shooting them into the public. And we have so many that we can have two teams of hockey to compete against one another. And we use it as a training ground to pick the best of the best to go into the Van Dyke hockey tournament, where we'll go usually into Niagara Falls and inevitably fight a bunch of strangers.
Chances are.
Yeah. No, not all of us, but a few of us do. Michael knows them. He's related most closely to them. Pretty much your whole clan went out.
Yeah, well, that's
Did
what you do.
You didn't get any fisticuffs, have you?
No, I was standing next to Uncle Ken. I figured I'd stay close to him and see how things went.
Yeah, it would be better if we just wait until it bled out to the.
Yeah, he was very
stands.
angry, and the rest of my family was in there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There was a few people that jumped up boards at one time, eh?
Yeah, well, it was needed.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. When it is a matter of your family, when you're competing as a family group in a tournament, you'll pretty much kill the other team to protect your cousins, right?
It's not going to go well.
No. And then you mix a bunch of whiskey and et cetera into the mix.
And Big Texas.
Yeah, and then you're also playing a bunch of drug addicts from God knows where.
Yeah, with
right?
hoop earrings that you can put your fucking whole hand through.
Yeah, and you think they're going to be a bunch of chumps, but they're all muscular and on steroids.
Yeah,
and
they have a
stuff.
Roadrunner tattoo. It's the worst.
And I'm like, I played hockey till I was 8. I think I'm going to die, Anyways, yeah.
That's good
It's
times.
a great idea, but I think that eventually we have to get to the point where the hockey tournament's perfected for the Van Dyke family, where we just actually, all of us get our equipment, we put it into our trucks, we drive to a city somewhere, we take the equipment out, we put it in a nice warm room.
That's right.
I'll even rent a room for the equipment, just so no one has to smell the equipment.
Yeah, gear room.
Yeah, a gear room. but we don't go anywhere near a fucking arena the whole weekend.
Well, there might be one in town, but
Yeah.
we're not going there.
We tell our wives otherwise. That's for sure. None of them listen to this show. Hey, if you're listening to this show, it's just a joke.
Yeah,
We're
it's
doing
a
this
comedy
for the show. Yeah, it's not reality or anything like that. But anyways,
We love the game.
we love the game of hockey. It's all we want to do is play it for the pure sport of the game. And I like to still feel like at my age. that I
There's a
can go,
lot of effort out there today, let me tell you.
Oh, my body's all broken down and shit.
That's why you
Every
need
year
pizza and beer.
Yeah, every year you realize how much worse off you are. I hear people saying the same thing every year, like, I didn't know smoking was that bad for me until today, you know? And then it's like another year goes by, and I was like, I used to be able to be young and smoke and do this, and now I can't.
You're not better.
So I'm just going to stop playing hockey. Smoking's awesome.
I gotta make it your pleasure, your choice.
Yeah, my pleasure, my choice. That's what I say. Anyways, we have a big show to get to. You know, we had a lot of feedback. And I would just...
What is feedback?
It's okay, Kev. I
Yeah,
do it
but
all the
what's-
time.
I'm sorry. I'm
Should
sorry,
be called buzzbags.
audience.
Who
That was
is
me.
this?
Sound
That was
guys
me.
buzzing.
I didn't know what it
You know what's
was.
buzzing right now, though?
Oh, me. My bad.
Oh,
Again, twice.
Out of his element.
I need to go back behind the kit.
yeah. I'm gonna have to go to. We're gonna have to start getting on to Kevin. Yeah, I want to actually say before we get started here, there's a couple of members of Nocturnal Missions missing tonight, and so they need to get their punishment before we
Yes,
go on to
their
feedback. We
penance
got feedback.
in the hair
They
chair.
all need it. Now, Braden Akuman is part of our band, and I want to be nice to him because, as it turns out, we found out in the group chat today, he's got full-blown AIDS.
He's got full-blown AIDS.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing.
That's a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, so try not to spread that around town.
That's why
That
he's
might
so
be an
skinny.
embarrassing subject for Braden. So you want to keep that to yourself if you're listening to this.
No, that's an inside.
But we heard that. I think when he says Dutch Hall, he meant all of us, right?
Yeah, that's
listen to
right.
the show.
That's why he's not here. He's out spreading.
Yeah, he said, tell the people, tell
He's
the
in
people
a
listen to
bubble.
the program, full-blown AIDS. Paul says, that's why you're so skinny, eh?
That's right.
Well,
He's like,
magic's got
perfect.
it
It makes
cured.
perfect sense now, doesn't it? I thought he was just a man of, like, luxury.
Elegance.
Yeah,
Excellent. What was it?
maybe he got sick from that old fucking brandy he was
Brandy
drinking
might have
last
been
week.
carrying a disease from the 50s.
Yeah.
Maybe
You
he's got
can't just-
scurvy. And it's
You
not
can't just
full-blown
find
AIDS.
booze in a dead guy's house and drink it.
Yeah, and the brandy. It's just
You
bubbling.
can get scurvy from old booze.
Sure.
I didn't know that. I thought old
He's
booze.
got
was,
leprosy.
these are all if you drink old booze, you get leprosy and scurvy.
Yeah. Little did we know.
I thought you got rickets.
Yeah, that too.
Do you know what rickets is?
Football player.
Hey, let's do feedback. We got feedback.
Steve saves it.
Sorry, buddy. You want me to fill with something else? We got feedback.
We got feedback. It's feedback. Motherfucking feedback.
Fucking feedback.
I was mid beer.
Welcome to feedback. We got feedback, everybody. We have to first of all talk to our sponsors. Feedback. We got feedback. Is brought to you as always by our friends from Van Dyke Party Services.
Oh, yes.
If your life is subpar and you're trying to plan an event which you hope would be fun,
Did you have a Christmas where you'd like to jump off a cliff?
yeah, New Year's is coming up. What do you want to do? Sit around on an old TV and watch a person sleep on a lazy boy chair while
Anybody can do
Ryan
that.
Seacrest pretends he's not gay in front of the television?
Watch the ball drop.
That sounds great. You know what you could do? You could have the time of your life, and all you got to do is send an email to livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com, and we're going to send you Van Dyke Party Services. What does that entail, you might ask? That entails between 5 and 29 Van Dyke first cousins, some of them in bright yellow jackets, and they're going to come to your place, and you're going to have the time of your life for New Year's, and all it's going to cost you is $100 of cold hard cash, plus all of our expenses, which I'm not going to lie to you, they're going to be dear. Dear.
Very dear.
But if you're not 100% satisfied, we will return that $100. But those expenses have run through our bodies and potentially yours. Van Dyke Party Services,
Do not live your life in regret.
Brought to you by our good friends at Clean Flow.
What up, Clean Flow?
What up, Clean Flow? And we also have to give a shout out to Amazon. You know, Christmas is over, but if you want to do your Boxing Day shopping, go to Amazon. And then, but if you're going to do that anyway, go to livefromthedutchhall.com and then click on our Amazon banner. And if you don't see them, it's because your ad blockers are on. You do that thing. We've told you about it every week.
Shut him off.
Shut up.
Fuck.
Yes, I don't have to tell you again, you motherfuckers. I don't know how many times I tell you this. Just keep giving us money because that bald fuck is like the richest guy in the world.
Yeah, he's good.
He doesn't need any more.
We need lots.
We would love to. We don't even have a roof.
We need a roof.
We need a roof. Anyways, so that's it. You do that. And Norpac.
The beef people.
What?
The beef people.
I thought he was off, didn't he? Was he sleeping?
It was like a nice beef people.
I was talking to the beef back here.
The beef people.
Norpac.
The beef people.
It's positive today.
Very nice. Was
Yeah.
this the 2019 Beef People ad?
I think it is.
It used to
friendly.
be grumpier and more. The new place, Norpac.
The beef people.
Wow.
That feels great.
He's positive.
HIV positive.
I like it. It's Norpac's got a new. Norpac's
The beef people.
got a new outlook on life, really, on this show. And we got to make it one more sponsor, Yarmy Electric. I got to tell you, Yarmy Electric, they work so hard all year long, and we got to give them a break. This is the Christmas season. Let those boys rest, right? They don't need you calling them. So the last thing I want you to do is call my cousin Derek and now give him business. He doesn't need it. This guy needs rest. He needs time with his wife and his million kids. He's got a ton of them. I can't even count them anymore.
Christmas got to him.
He probably had 3 more kids at Christmas time, I bet
Chances
you.
are, it's
Yeah.
the eggnog.
So give my cousin Derek a break and don't call him, for heaven's sakes. Let the guy rest. Yarmy Electric, if we don't get it right the first time, we'll get it right the second time. If we don't get it right the second time,
You
You can go fuck yourself.
Oh,
also brought to you by Clean Flow. What is that?
double bartender.
Dual.
Duel.
Oh, that was a duet back there. I liked it a lot.
Harmonized.
All right, well, last week we had so much feedback. that I didn't.
Or AP, could I
I
interrupt
don't
you
like
real
this
quick?
job, man. I really don't like doing this gig.
AP, can I
hard,
interrupt
man.
you real quick? You got a listener that's watching live right now, and
How-
he sent me with a gift,
Oh,
What?
and it's your cousin Kev, and
why isn't he here?
Yeah, where's he?
he's
Fuck you, Kev.
he's at home playing board games,
Yeah, he's got a
Are
tuck
you-
between his legs, does he?
and he sent me with a present to hang up in the hall from your grandfather.
Oh,
Oh, really? He's still a pussy. I don't. You can't pull the grandfather card and then give me something sentimental. It's very beautiful that he did that.
Yeah.
But it's like,
watching you a
fuck
lot.
you. You're playing board games so you can get a piece of ass. You could get that piece of ass after you had a good time with your cousins.
Well, he's
right?
watching you live right now, so look at the camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Kevin. You should be right here. You're just down the road, you motherfucker. This is nice. This is very nice. But you should tell you and your girlfriend, come down here. You can get lubed up by looking at handsomer men than you. Look at me, Michael.
yeah.
Many of the cousins at the back. Look how handsome they are. That's Van Dyke Thoroughbred stock back there.
Yeah, it is. It's deep and thick.
Yeah. You bring your girlfriend back to this church before the end of this program, and you let her see these men, and I'll tell you, by the time you bring her home, she's going to be so excited and lubricated.
You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you you're welcome very much. Okay?
Yeah.
You think I've done it?
I think so.
So thank you, Kevin, for the gift.
Hop Holland.
I'm going to put it on my chair here, but that's old, man. That's like the old, look at that.
KNVB.
Huh?
Nederland.
That's like with total football.
Oh,
Football.
time of Johan Cruyff.
Oh, yeah.
Ja. Dat is good.
Ah, Shakipa.
Yeah, that's
Is
the
a
keeper.
keeper. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
But
Kevin.
you should be here.
But you should be here because otherwise you're just like saying, I want to do something lame because I'm a big pussy whip bastard.
Putting on a Band-Aid is what he's doing.
Right? Am I wrong?
Putting on a Band-Aid.
Anyways,
Band-Aid.
it's what he's trying to do, throw some sentimentality back. But what he did was,
Wait till he asks for that thing back.
he's never going to get it back. He's never going to get this back. One time, anyways, I can't tell it. Anyway, so last week we had so much feedback that we forgot. We forgot one of our great listeners who gave us this piece, which I thought was so well written. I had to give it a chance to show. It's from. It says, "I have enjoyed the show the last several weeks, but didn't have the time to leave feedback. Oh. On your recommendation, I watched The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Remember that one?
Yep.
Easy for me to say. I am not sure how I feel now. As you already know, I listen to your show while commuting. Sometimes it's hard to hear what everyone is saying when I have my phone in the holder while I drive, so I rest it beside my neck next to my ear on top of my shoulder. It works really well most of the time, but sometimes if I have to move at all, the phone will either slide forward or backward. I thought that you might get a chuckle from knowing that you are playing from inside my bra or butt crack.
That's a real novel here.
Wow.
Yeah. You gave up on it, eh, because it was too long?
About halfway through.
I
There's a
think
lot of
that's-
description there, and I was lost.
Yeah. I almost got to the end there, but we all did.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
I was waiting for you to say feedback again.
I got to tell you, Jane.
Oh, good time, Jane.
It's good time, Jane, yeah.
Oh, good time, Jane. Shorten it up next time.
What you could have took out the first bit there and just
first
said,
verse.
like, hey, I listened to you out of my bra.
There you
butt
go.
crack.
Hey? That's getting right to the point there. We're interested, right? We didn't even get to we're playing out of your bra or butt crack
That's a good
because
part.
Michael was already snoozing away thinking of like Meow Mix commercials or whatever you were thinking of, right?
Pretty much.
I don't know what was going on in your head. But anyways, Jane, thank you. Thank you for telling us where we're playing from. And then she did say something again, which was very. Oh, that was it. Wait, no, she did say it again. It's another long one though.
That's what she said.
No, never mind. Anyway, so we have to get to two of our listeners from the very beginning so we can get through feedback. We got feedback. One of them is our good friend, the Cheese Lady. Let's check on the Cheese Lady.
You know. We're checking on the cheese lady, checking on the cheese that she's always on the run. Checking on the cheese lady, checking on the cheese, she's always having fun. Checking on the cheese lady, checking on the cheese that she's always on the run. Checking on the cheese lady, checking on the cheese lady, what has that she done? What have you done, Teresa?
Every week we get some feedback from Teresa from the Second Mouse in Delhi, and Teresa missed us last week, so we're worried about her. But she says, "Sorry guys for no feedback last week, but I am listening in Delhi. Can't wait to your grand opening. I will definitely be there with a special cheese tray."
Excellent answer.
And now I was talking to Charters. I gotta tell you, I was talking to Dave Charters, who's usually in our band, the Nocturnal Emissions, and Charters was saying, he says he's having a real time on the social media getting into these cheese lady, like
Wormholes?
wormholes, yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Where he just keeps going into the cheese lady's social media stuff, and he's so into the cheese lady, and I'm like,
Getting to the stalker point, you mean?
Dave, you are married to my cousin, and I find that what you're doing there is inappropriate to her and your family, your 4 children. And I think you should stop obsessing about the cheese lady. And he said she posts such delicious cheeses.
Is he wearing
He's just
that,
entrapped by it, eh?
But the cheese, he doesn't care about the woman. I thought he was attracted to the woman.
It's all the cheese.
It's not about Teresa's dazzling smile. It's about looking at the fucking cheese that he could stuff into his fat Polish face.
A nice spiced Gouda.
Yeah. Yeah. You would love that. Anyways, that's it for that. There's only one more guy to get feedback from, and he's been with us since the very first week. He's our good buddy, the Haitian dwarf. Wait, let's. Wait, I have to talk to you off camera. Wait before. Yeah, good buddy, the Haitian dwarf.
Yeah, A-D-B. A-D-B.
Got it. Yeah. It's our good buddy, the Haitian dwarf.
1, 2,
Yeah, let's
3,
hear it, right?
4. I'll play the drums. Hi ho, it's off to bed we go. Put Christmas cheer right in your rear. Hi ho, hi ho. Good job, Kev.
Fuck.
Our drummer pieced out on us. He's had enough of this shit.
I actually love Kevin in this position where he's like, fuck, this is hard.
This is hard.
I don't have to remember all this stuff.
Playing in bands for how many years and fucking. I don't think I've ever
Christmas
been
cheer.
in the front before. There's a lot of pressure
I
right now,
like
Pete.
This. I want to see Rengo up there at the front trying to do this shit. So Haitian Dwarf, he gives us feedback every week on iTunes. Who the fuck is that?
That's a $10 charge.
You gotta make the sign. Silent phones.
He entitles this one "Merry Christmas." He gives us 5 stars.
That's 5.
He goes, got a side gig up north making toys this year. Sure beats dwarf tossing.
Nice.
HD.
Good for you, HD.
Yeah, but you got to be careful, buddy. They're not going to let you leave that place. You're going to be stuck there. That guy runs a fucking horrible work camp. You go in, but you never leave, man.
You're still there, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah, you're there forever, dude. You're going to be making toys for that fucking Russian slave owner forever.
Forever.
Sinterklaas. Hey, you know what? I looked at a bunch of Pete's pictures of Zwarte Piet.
That's what to beat.
You know Zwarte Piet?
Actually, that's for Jimmy.
I showed all my Hungarian relatives Zwarte Piet this year. I go, ever hear of Zwarte Piet for Christmas? And they're like, never heard of Zwarte Piet. And I'm like, well, Zwarte Piet falls around Sinterklaas.
Santa Claus is a hopper.
Yeah. And they end up, they go to, they give the toys to the boys and girls, but Black Pete will give out the coal.
That's right.
So because he's handing out the coal to the people in their stockings,
Hey, I guess a bit of dust on the face.
he will get coal dust sometimes on his face, make him look zwarte,
That's right.
yeah, which means black. So Black Pete, as it is, everyone likes to dress up as not only Sinterklaas. Actually, no one dresses up like Sinterklaas. No one at all in Holland dresses up like Sinterklaas.
Nay.
No, they like to dress up like Zwarte Piet. It's more
Yes,
fun.
Little hopper.
Now, some of them wear like a nice poofy hat. They look like a fancy guy that follows around Santa with just some black streaks on their white faces. But what the traditional, more common thing you'll see in a parade in Holland is a bunch of people that actually have like total black shoe polish on their face,
Full blackface.
full red lips, and afro wigs for no apparent reason at all.
That's
Like
not-
coal doesn't make your hair curly, right? Coal doesn't make your hair curly and your lips red.
It's just assumed.
You know, but they're like, oh, they're cool with this. Like to 2018, I looked up pictures of 2018 Zwarte Piet. It was like a bunch of these Dutch people dressed like fucking minstrel black people, and having the time of their life at parades. Eh?
Just dancing.
Oh, the
They're
best
naturally good at
time.
dancing as well.
Meh, meh. Right? I would love it too. And next time, we should go over there next year and just go full blackface. I'm going as Mr. T. I'm Zwarte Piet, Mr. T.
Just mohawk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go mohawk
With
and
chains.
big chains. Zwarte Piet with big chains.
18.
Yeah.
Zwarte Piet.
This is my friend Zwarte Shack.
He's a baller.
Yeah. You can't do that, eh, Dutch people? I'm gonna have to call my Dutch people out on that one. You gotta get over it. It should be the coal dust on the face white guy. You know?
That is true.
Don't just make yourself a character.
Stay accurate.
Otherwise, your soccer team's gonna suck. How about that Van Dyke? That's a soccer player.
Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil
Liverpool.
van
Yeah,
Dijk,
he's a
yeah.
real stud. Ask Dan Brennan. He loves him, I bet.
Yeah, he's
I
having a
think
heck of
Dan
a
Brennan
year.
might give himself handos over Virgil van
Oh,
Dijk.
he loves Virgil van
You're
Dijk.
goddamn right he does.
Tells me about him every time I see
Van
him.
Dijk with a J.
What? D-I-J-K?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's our natural spelling
That's
of
the
her name.
Dutch spelling. Yep.
Yeah. Our whole family's still got that spelling, but it's because the Dutch I's got the hook on it.
in old country.
Yeah. And it looks like a Y when they're together and then with 2 dots on it. But it turns out those guys are stupid, and we just had to do what they told us to, so now it's D-Y-K.
And one less letter.
Yeah, because if I do D-I-J-K, people are going to say, like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. But even more, I have it now. Wouldn't it be D-I-K-E?
Yeah, a lot of E's. Mistaken on the end.
Anyways, that's it for that.
Dick Van Dyke.
That's it for feedback. We got feedback this week. If you'd like to, people, give us some in the future. Go to livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com, or you can go to Facebook, Twitter. We are either Live from the Dutch Hall or Dutch Hall and all those things, and Instagram as well. And Snapchat, don't even fucking bother. I don't get that thing. And Quora, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. See you later.
LinkedIn,
It's a new year.
suck my ball sack, right? That's all I got to say about all that stuff. That's it for that. Now we're in the good part of the evening.
Okay.
Okay, Michael, you have to size up these cretins at the back. We saw.
I see him back there.
we
We've lost a few.
Yeah, we've lost most of them. It's mostly over for those guys.
Yeah, we got some diehards though.
Yeah, but we have to assess the people on the ice. Now I'm going to say you're going to be somewhat affected by who has stayed and who has left. But
Right.
on the ice tonight, MVP clearly was the goaltender.
Oh, both goaltenders.
Yeah, both goaltenders, but they were not blood.
No, but they're pretty much blood.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we have to take a.
Yeah, they're not blood. That's true, but
So
they are
if
adopted.
you just go outside the goaltenders,
Ooh,
MVP on the ice today.
Ooh, that is a loaded question.
Yeah.
Or most effort.
Well, most effort, I feel like my Benjamin gets it every year.
Every year.
So I am going to have to hand it out to his brother, my Jeffrey. What a snipe.
For the
Clapper
MVP.
inside the hash marks, right at the Condor. Sniped it, glove side.
Yeah,
Going to go with number 13 in orange, my Jeffrey DeConnick.
yeah. Oh, wow. That is a sleeper pick.
That's my pick.
Jeffrey, if you're listening to this, you're out there.
We love you.
That is a great honor to be bestowed upon you. Yeah, he's sleeping. Wake up, Jeffrey. He'll.
Apparently, he doesn't even have TV, so he might be listening to us.
Oh, he's in Vienna. There's no TV there.
No, just windmills.
The wind's got to pick up to get internet signal.
That's right. Oh, yes, the wind is up. The signal
Somehow
is
we
good.
have to figure out how to put this on a
blowing.
pigeon's foot and send it to Vienna.
He fights his way through the.
Jeffrey will see it in Vienna.
Yep. That's my choice.
Hey, does anyone know when we started this show? Because I didn't know when we started it.
No, I have no idea.
I have
Peter.
one bit I want to do.
What do you got?
Was it nine? What do you know? What time we started, Kev? If you go to the YouTube one, you can see how long we're going.
How do you
for.
feel about the new setup right now?
I like it because I can stretch out.
We got a bit of a new PA system, I see.
5 minutes.
Huh?
35 minutes. We've been live for 35 minutes.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna do. Oh damn it!
Rather-
I have to do one. I forgot to do something. I have to do one ad. I'm at Showtime in St. Catharines on January 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Whoa.
So if
3
you
in a row?
Yeah, I'm headlining on the Pro-Am show on the Thursday, and then I'm featuring on Friday and Saturday at Showtime in St. Catharines.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. Just come and see Pete Van Dyke. He's
3 times.
3 times at that club that weekend. Anyways, if you're in that area, please come out. It's a great club, and it should be a fun time. I want to do something because I do stand up quite often. I was thinking I was going to do something that we don't do because I do a lot of jokes that I write, but then I give up on the jokes, because the crowd hates me so much. Like they actually hate my guts. I'm going to take this one out. Crowd hates my guts. So I go to the cities a lot, and I tell jokes that I think like my friends would laugh at, but then I tell it to the people in the city, and they fucking hate me, Like they don't even know, they don't even like it at all, right?
Do you enjoy it, the hate?
I kind of like it a bit, yeah. Like I like watching people in Toronto, especially, like hate my jokes, like I'll kind of think they're gonna bomb, and then they do, and I just like it in the inside now.
Just laugh at them.
When I started, I would get really hurt, and then I'd come home and feel bad about myself. But now, I just love it. I like watching the horror show of the hatred they have for me, right? But it's over things that I think are just funny, you know, no big deal. Anyways, I was gonna do a couple of these old jokes that don't work in clubs.
You gonna test them out?
Yeah, I was gonna test them out.
See how it works on the live audience.
On this live audience, because they're so hot back there.
They are hot.
This would be a hot audience for most of the open mics I go to. No one listening, carrying on conversations, and then us doing. I'll do the jokes. So I'm gonna go do like one of them. I gotta say, I think I kind of told on the show already, but I'm gonna do it again. And then the other one is it never been done. Oh wait, we need to move the camera.
Look at the luxury of standing up here.
Oh, watch this.
Uh-oh.
Real stand up.
We want to do real stand-up.
Hey-oh. Holy.
All right. Okay. So normally when I do stand-up in a club, oh, thanks, Jane. When I do stand-up in a club, the crowd sucks even worse than you guys. That is the truth. They hate the fact that I'm at their bar. They had to shut off the hockey game, and they're listening to a bunch of like neurotic idiots talk about their dicks, right? Well, this is this. Sometimes I go to the city, and I enjoyed it. I enjoy going to the city and listening to them hear my jokes that they when they hate these. These are the jokes that they hate in the city that I've bombed 100% of the time when I've told these on stage. They've bombed, but I like them. Okay. The one is that there's certain things about myself that I don't like. I know that they're wrong, that I'm going to fall on the wrong side of history with this stuff, but I know that I can't help it about myself. It's just something I feel that I can't control. Like if I see a little person, like a fully grown little person, you know, not Beaver.
You're looking at me. Like, yeah.
Not Beaver. He's looking at you.
An inch taller than me. Or an inch shorter than me.
But if I see like a little person come in the room, I get filled with excitement. I can't help myself. I just become excited that I see that little person because something inside me, something in my brain from watching wrestling as a kid, thinks there's an outside chance I'm going to get to wrestle this little person, right? And that makes me excited, right? But as a result of that, as a result of all the years of joy that these little people have given me, I've become an advocate for little people rights. In fact, I really feel strongly about these people because they give their life, they give me so much joy in my life. And I think that one of the things that offends them is when you use the word midget, you know? You shouldn't use that word midget because it is offensive to them. Because if you look in the dictionary, midget is a real thing. It's a real condition you have. Like it's proportionally correct in every way, but tiny. And if you look at the little people of today, you can see by their bulbous heads and stumpy little arms that they're obviously not midgets. These are dwarfs. You know? If they're wearing green and beside a pot of gold, they're leprechauns, right? If they're like working in a sweatshop up north, they're elves. Fucking simple people. Like read a book. Be sensitive. Anyways, they hated that joke. And that was in Hamilton that they hated that joke. And the other one was about Bill Cosby. And I told this joke a bunch of times. They really hated it. And I was thinking about Bill Cosby. I'm like, you know, Bill Cosby's getting a lot of grief in the news, eh? Bill Cosby's getting a lot of grief in the news. You know, did you ever think that Bill Cosby, his most famous character on TV was the character Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable from The Cosby Show? He was a OBGYN, a gynecologist, and whatever the YN is, whatever. And so Cosby, is it not possible that Cosby was just one of the greatest method actors of all times? That he wasn't drugging people to rape them, that he was drugging people to give them cervical exams, and that everyone talks about the drugging, but no one talks about the millions of fibroids and cysts he removed from unsuspecting women, right? hated it. Hated it. Anyways, thank you for Jokes People Hate. That's a new segment on the show.
Jokes people hate.
Yeah. Jokes People Hate. That's it.
It's like weed rumors.
Yeah. I can do another one. You know, that only women hate.
Encore.
Well, yeah, he's ready.
Only women hate this joke. I tell a joke about my dick, and it goes on for a while, and women seem to like that because I'm putting down my dick. But at the end of it, I tell this joke. I say women's genitalia doesn't exactly age gracefully either, right? I go, there's some people in this room, they started dating their woman. She had something that looked like a nice fresh peach between her legs. Now, 20 years after hard life later, they're going to bed every night with someone that looks like she's smuggling a shot octopus in their underpants. Huh? Anyways, girls hate it. But only half of them hate it. You know what half? The half that have the dangly parts of their vagina that feel self-conscious about
Not the
it.
peaches.
Not the peaches. The peaches think it's a funny joke. Just a little research from comedy. Oh, thank you. You think that segment should go on again?
It's educational. Yeah. Jokes that bomb.
Jokes that bomb. He'll like the Cosby joke, and so did Good Time Jane. That's the one I told before.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a back of the room joke. That's what I was told. And also, Toronto and Guelph hate it. Hate it.
I feel like Guelph is a tough crowd by the sounds of things.
Guelph's the worst. The worst crowd's Toronto, and then the second worst crowd is Guelph. And but if you're of color in Toronto, then you're a great crowd.
Oh.
But if you're white people, any color that isn't white, if you're a color that isn't white in Toronto, you're a good crowd. If you're a white crowd in Toronto, you're like the biggest pains in the ass there is in the world. You like think everything's offensive and you don't laugh at anything. And you're fucking the worst. But if it's like a group of immigrants right off the boat, it's like the best. They're gonna have a great time, you know? I swear to God, that is the truth. That's why I don't want to go there anymore. It's
What, are
like,
they afraid of deportation or something?
you got to guarantee me that it's going to be like at least less than 20% white, or I'm not going to do a show in Toronto. That's the truth.
It's a good ratio.
They just get faded out.
I don't want whites. I'm anti-white in Toronto.
Anti-white.
All the good whites live outside the city. All the bad whites move there. That's what I think. Good whites, bad whites. Can I do that?
That's the name of the episode.
Good whites, bad whites?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That is a good name of an episode. Good whites, bad whites.
Done and done.
Because if you go to a small town to do a show, the people are cool with off-color jokes, right? And they're just like easygoing. They're good. If you got like people that are poor, they're easygoing and good. If you got people that are new immigrants, you know, they're easygoing and good because they're like
Make fun of themselves.
yeah, they're like they realize they're not too like uppity. It's the people that are like think they have to protect the world by making the rules.
Ooh, look at me.
So in Toronto, it's all this like kids under 30 that are in school or like all like think that they're making the rules.
They know everything. They've discovered life.
Yeah, and they sit back and write a blog about how you offended them with your dick joke. Yeah.
The big night out.
Well, guys, we're getting close to the. I think we're just going to wrap this show up because I had no plan at all. I forgot I was actually doing a show today, and
And then we were here.
yeah, and then we had to play Van Dyke hockey.
And you're
then,
tired, and your
and
back's
then,
sore.
I'd rather drink with my family. And then so I think we just wrap this show up, make it a short one. And
What's coming up down the road?
down the road we have. What do you mean for the show?
The Dutch Hall, the show. What's going
Well,
on?
we're trying to get this place open, so we have a bunch of new equipment coming in the next month or so that will make the show look a lot different, and we're gonna still finish the space that we're performing in, and then by the time that goes, we should allow shareholders to be able to come in here.
Hell yeah.
And our audience will be full of shareholders. So if you're not a shareholder, you can figure out how to become one by giving us a message at any of the ways we told you about, live from the Dutch Hall, gmail.com, or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, all those things. And we'll tell you how you can become a shareholder, but basically just give us a bit of money and we'll let you in.
Yep.
And then, Oh, you guys all get sweet deals, man. Yeah. Oh, done. Yeah. Done. Yeah, you're in. Benny's in.
That works.
This is the best. We can negotiate. You know, that's exactly how it goes down, Ben, though. Yeah, meat.
Perfect.
We need more meat.
We'll trade goods.
Yeah. I'll do anything. You got an old cage of chickens? Bring it down. You can be a shareholder live from the Dutch Hall. Well, how long have they been dead for? Yeah, how long are they dead for? Kill me right before you give me. Yeah. I want you to kill him in my driveway.
Have a slaughter.
Kill
on
him in
the
my
show.
driveway so I don't have to do it, and then, yeah, no big deal.
And we're good.
Holy, we're brokering deals right at the end of the show. It's working out great. All right, guys, thank you for listening. And if you would like to tell a friend, otherwise, we will see you, NT. See you next Thursday. Hit it.